May I, Mataji?
Yes, Sumit Prabhuji.
Om Ajnanaatimirandhasya Jnananjalashalaakaya Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyanta Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadि Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Jai, thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, does anyone want to try leading the chanting today?
Can I, Mataji?
Vidya Mataji, you know the Panchatattva prayer?
Yes.
Okay, please start. Request everyone to go on mute, and everyone please come on video for this part of the call. All of you remember while you're chanting the Maha Mantra, sorry to interrupt Vidya Mataji, the pronunciation of the word Krishna and Rama, let's be very clear on that. It's not Krishna or Krishna, it's Krishna. Krishna. Okay, it's not Ram or Rama, it's Rama. Rama. Okay, so Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, it's not the North Indian way or the South Indian way, it's the Sanskrit way of calling out names. Okay, Jai, please proceed.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna
Vidya Mataji, are you chanting on beads, Mataji?
No, I'm yet to pick up my beads.
Okay. Okay, I'll count for you, but don't go the sing-song way. Chant like you regularly chant. Okay?
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Vidya Mataji.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to continue from where Vidya Mataji was stopping? I'm counting, so you can continue chanting.
Mataji, I will continue, but
Yes,
I don't
Sumit.
have count.
Yes, it's okay. I'm counting.
Okay. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Jai Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya Prabhu
Shri Krishna
Nityananda.
Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shrivasadi, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Hare
Jai.
Krishna.
Jai. Nicely chanted, Sumit Prabhuji. I'm very happy with the progress you have made from last year to this year. Very
Thank
nice.
you, Mataji. Thank you
Of
so
course,
much.
Sumit Prabhu has a tendency to chant very fast because he's very young. Most of us don't belong to his age group. We need to do a lot of pranayama to build up that kind of speech and space of chanting. But normally, anything around 7.5 minutes, 8 minutes is the average time to finish one round of chanting. Okay. And if you heard Sumit Prabhu chanting, he's chanting every single letter very clearly and his focus is apt. So that's the kind of concentration you need while chanting. Okay. So
Yes,
your
Mataji.
pace
And
doesn't really matter. One second, Prabhuji. Your pace of chanting does not really matter. Some might, like Vidya Mataji, likes to chant very slowly. That kind of chanting can easily take about 20 minutes to finish a round. But since we are in a class setup, we don't have that kind of bandwidth to do that slow kind of chanting. Sumit Prabhu, you were very nice, clear, and maybe Vidya Mataji, because maybe you just started chanting, is it? Okay, because you're taking time to pick up, remember the Maha Mantra. So maybe we'll try again.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, Mataji.
try practicing in the next couple of days. Try to remember without having to, remember every verse, because sometimes after practice, those Maha Mantras will come to you naturally. So when we reach that stage, we'll try again. Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Also, those who are interested in pursuing chanting every day, we have a call every day morning at 9 to 10 in the morning. Okay. It's kept a little later in the day so that people who cannot join very early calls can try to join this 9 to 10 calls where we do a full 16 round of chanting. So if you want to join that kind of calls to pursue your chanting, understand the process of chanting, or be with part of other devotees while they chant, you can I can put that details of that chanting class on our group, and you can plan to join to your convenience. That call happens every day. Okay. Jai. Thank you, Vidya Mataji. Thank you, Sumit Prabhuji. So, our class today is dedicated to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of International Society of Krishna Consciousness. And those of you who are joining us recently, just want to remind you that this whole Gita Gyan session was initiated on the brainchild of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. He's also the GBC Council for ISKCON and initiating guru within ISKCON. And he's a ministry of congregation as well. And I believe he's centered around Mayapur these days. We kindly request you to pray for his good health and pray that he keeps blessing us with all this association and giving us knowledge and distributing consciousness of Krishna every day. So with that, we'll start our class for today. Does anyone want to start I've recorded. First, Gita Mahatmya verse. Okay, let me do that. Na shranoti na patati Gitamrita rupinim hastat tyaktvam praptam na naro visham ashnute. Vaishnaviya Tantrasara, verse 71. One who neither recites nor hears the Gita, which is the embodiment of ambrosia, drops nectar from his hand in order to drink poison. Now, Krishna has given us such a wonderful gift. This gift that he's given us in the form of Gita, it's like for a person who's drowning in the material world. We call this material world as Bhava Sagara. It's filled with so many miseries, and every time, every moment of the day, we are trying to escape. We are trying to get some rest from all this disturbance that is swaying us all the time. And for such a person, Gita is like that route, your path to escape from all these material disasters that we go through every day. It's an escape from all the material traps that we are getting into deeper and deeper every day. So we have this knowledge now. So all we need to do is simply follow what Krishna has told us to do, right? Just like a person who's going through jaundice, the Ayurveda says they need to drink sugarcane juice, right? But for a person who's troubled by the disease, even sugarcane juice, though it's very sweet naturally, it will taste very bitter. They can't detect the real taste of this sugarcane juice. And they, after some time of drinking it, they start detesting the sugarcane juice to the point where they are healed. Once they are healed slowly, then they again start feeling the sweetness of the sugarcane juice. Now, similarly, this all this knowledge that Krishna is giving us to be more dedicated in our spiritual life, to be more detached from everything spiritual, non-spiritual things, or be less attached to material objects. All these things may seem like, what is this? What is Krishna saying? How can we detach? It's not very palatable for me. I can't follow all this. I can't be detached from my work, money. Of course, I've worked very hard for all this. Why should I just be detached? Right? All these things will come to your mind. But as you keep practicing Krishna consciousness, as your material diseases are getting healed, this knowledge that Krishna has given you will become very sweet suddenly, right? And suddenly you'll feel, okay, why was I so attached to all this things? When Krishna is giving me something so naturally, so superior, why am I attached to something so at this level? Krishna is giving me knowledge at this level, and I'm still attached to something at this level, right? So all that kind of thoughts will come as you grow in Krishna consciousness. So Krishna consciousness is that ambrosia, nectar, right? And one who does not read this knowledge or utilize this knowledge, all we are doing is we are trying to be stuck in this material nature, and it's as good as taking poison, right? Very nicely described. The Gita reciting the words, which is an embodiment of ambrosia, drops nectar from his hand in order to drink poison. Okay. Okay, so we are at verse 10. It's chapter 10. And this chapter is called the opulence of the absolute. Okay. So yesterday, when we were discussing chapter 9, I told you something. I told you that chapter 7 to 12 of the whole 18 chapters, chapter 7 to 12 deals specifically with Bhakti Yoga. Okay. And within the 6 chapters from chapter 7 to 12, chapter 9 and 10 summarizes Bhakti Yoga. Correct? Now I'm going to tell something more further deeper in. In chapter 10, there are 4 verses. This is called the Chatushloki Gita. Okay. Now this 4 verses alone is the entire crux of Bhakti Yoga. Okay, we'll read it. We'll read it today, and we'll discuss those 4 Chatushloki Gita and understand what that 4 verses talk about. So in chapter 9, Krishna concluded with some instructions, right? He concluded with instructions to say how to fix the mind on Krishna. Manmana bhava mad bhakto, he says, right? That anybody can become his devotee, whether you're born in a higher birth family, lower birth family, any caste, any creed, any nation, any skin color, any gender, anyone can become his devotee, right? How? By engaging the mind on thinking about him, by becoming his devotee, offering obeisances and worshipping him. This way, by being completely absorbed in Krishna, we can go back to him. Now, what does chapter 10 talk about? The chapter name is Opulence of the Absolute. So when Krishna is telling us in chapter 9 that we need to constantly think about it. So Arjuna has this question. So how do we constantly think about it? A person in the material world, when he's constantly looking at material things and getting attracted to material objects, how can he divert his attention and look at the material things and still think of Krishna? How is that possible? Right? So Arjuna is asking this question in this chapter. How do I remember you in the material world? So this is something that all of us can take back. In this chapter, Krishna defines his vibhuti. He's telling his opulences in the material world, which will remind us of Krishna. Okay, with that, let's start with the first verse. Who wants to try?
Hare Krishna Mataji, may I
Yes,
listen?
yes, Madhu Mataji.
Chapter 10, The Opulence of the Absolute, Text 1. Shri Bhagwan Uvacha Bhuya eva mahabaho shunu me paramam vachah yatteham priyamanaya vakshami hitakamyaya. Translation by Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki Jai. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Listen again, O mighty armed Arjun, because you are my dear friend. For your benefit, I shall speak to you further, giving knowledge that is better than what I have already explained. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. So Lord Krishna in chapter 9, he told he's giving this knowledge to Arjuna because he's non-envious, right? He gave him the most confidential knowledge because Arjuna is non-envious of Krishna. Now, in this verse, he's telling more qualifications to hear deeper secrets about Krishna, right? He's saying, you must be my dear friend, filled with love, right? Priya Manaya. That means he must be filled with love. And he is revealing this knowledge for the benefit of all the listeners. It's not just for Arjuna. He's revealing all this for all of us. So we can also remember Krishna by all the qualities Krishna is talking about in this chapter. So this word Bhagavan, like we discussed yesterday, it talks that of a person who has all the six opulences. Right? He's full of strength. Does anyone remember what are the six opulences we spoke about for Bhagwan?
He's the most beautiful, Mataji, and he has unlimited strength, unlimited wealth,
Yes.
unlimited fame.
Yes.
So these are four.
Yes, two more missing. So you said beauty, fame, strength, and fame.
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Knowledge and renunciation.
Knowledge and
renunciation.
Yes.
Renunciation.
Strength, fame, wealth, knowledge, beauty, and renunciation. So these are the few qualities, not few. These are all the qualities which makes him eligible to be called as a Bhagwan because he has it in full, right? So Krishna is giving this knowledge because he has knowledge of himself in full, right? He's giving knowledge about himself. Who is better than Krishna himself to talk about his internal potencies? So an unalloyed devotee of Krishna can understand it through Krishna speaking it alone. Nobody else can talk about his potencies like Krishna talks it. So let's hear from Krishna what are these qualities he's going to talk about. But before that, there's just Chatushloki Gita, which starts from verse 8. Verse 8, 9, 10, and 11 are the Chatushloki Gita. Who wants to read the verse 8?
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I?
Yes, Preeti Mataji.
Text 8. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki Jai. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. I'm the source of all spiritual and material worlds. We spoke about this yesterday, right? We spoke how in the form of Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Shirodakshay Vishnu, and Karnodakshay Vishnu, Krishna is the cause of all creations. So we should also remember when we say Krishna is the cause of all spiritual and material world, 75% of Krishna's entire creation is the spiritual world. Only 25% is material world. right? So with that, in that 25%, he's saying he's managing through, he's managing it. He's the whole spiritual and are coming from him, is emanating from him. And this way, he's a cause of both spiritual and material worlds. He's creating all of that. So in this verse, he says, from the wise who perfectly know this, engage in my devotional service, worship me with all their heart. So a person who knows that Krishna is the ultimate power, he's the ultimate creator of all living beings, for them, they will pray to Krishna without any doubt. So the first point that is coming from the Chaturshloki is that Krishna is the creator of everything. Okay. Now, before you go further in the Chaturshloki Gita, remember that these 4 verses, like I mentioned earlier, this is the essence of the whole Gita. It shows how our bhakti must be practiced, right? What mood we should be in while practicing bhakti. So it's describing bhakti as a pure devotee, a Shrestha Bhakta would practice bhakti. But is that enough? Because I've seen people quite often say that if you read these 4 verses alone, then it's enough. You don't have to read the whole Bhagavad Gita. What do you think about it? What is your perception?
Maybe not, Mataji,
Should read
because
carefully.
it is summarizing only Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti, this thing. So Gita has got other things also described. Maybe this is not sufficient.
It's sufficient for a person who's in pure bhakti, for sure. Right?
Uh,
Yes.
yes.
But what you said is also right, partially. Anyone has any other points to add on?
There is so many aspects of a particular person that you have to understand before even understanding the 4 truths alone. For example, Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam. If you understand that only, then you would be able to understand what is the concept behind the other, some of the truths that is revealed over there. Why there are some secrets, why there are some certain things that is kept, what is the beauty of the Lord in Purushottama Yoga. There are so many things that is given over there, so
Yes.
all those
Yes.
nitty-gritties have to be explained.
Yes. So like both
Hare Krishna.
Mataji's explained very nicely, this 4 verses is the ultimate epitome of how bhakti has to be performed, right? For a person who already is in the bhakti yoga, they might easily understand these verses and be able to follow it. So Krishna is giving these 4 shlokas because he's given so many details in the previous 9 chapters on how to reach up to the stage of bhakti yoga. 9 chapters talks us in great detail of karma yoga, karma kanda, dhyana yoga, and even jnana yoga partially, right? So it has given us so many details that just reading these 4 verses, we are able to understand what Krishna means, right? But if you have not picked up from the beginning and you just ad hocly just recite these verses without understanding the context of these verses, uh, one can make any kind of assumption and assume that this is all we have to do, right? Just do our devotional service. What is that devotional service? What is considered devotional service? That is all explained in the previous verses, right? Devotional service is not just sitting in the altar and showing light to the Lord. That is partial devotional service. That is part of the devotional service, but that is not the end all kind of devotional service. There are so many aspects to devotional service. So only who has read the first 9 chapters can understand these 4 verses, right? And so it's more of a catch-22 situation, like you can say it. So if you have read the first 9, you'll understand this 4. Just by reading this 4, you'll not understand the other 9. So that's how it is. Okay. So with that, so first shloka of the Chaturshloki Gita says, Krishna is the source of all spiritual and material world. Let's go to the second verse, verse 9. Ganeshi, you want to try?
May I,
Hare
Mataji?
Krishna.
Yes, go ahead. Okay, let's give an order to this. I want Lata Mataji for 9, Suhasini Mataji for 10, and Meera Mataji for 11. Okay,
Thank you,
let's start.
Mataji. 10th chapter, 9th sloka. Pachitta madgata prana bodhayantah parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti charamanti cha. Purport by Bhashyam by Srila Prabhupada. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so pure devotees of the Lord are constantly, this is the second point Krishna is talking about. What is the second point? That his pure devotees are constantly devoted to his service. They're constantly trying to serve him. It's not just it's not that they just want to think about Krishna and enjoy serving him alone. No, they engage each other as well. They come in groups to talk about Krishna. Like you and me have come together to discuss Krishna today in this class. So we have come together to think about Krishna, to discuss Krishna. And many a times, some devotees would say, I read this, they'll bring up a point that they read, and that becomes a point of discussion or debate in that. So we're constantly trying to engage each other in serving Krishna, in remembering Krishna, right? So this way, sometimes maybe there are conflicts. Somebody might raise a contradicting point to what you have mentioned or discussed in the class. That is also okay, because knowing Krishna is the ultimate objective. Even if what you said was wrong and someone has said, no, this is wrong, this is right, that is still okay. It's not a competition of egos. It's a competition to know that we get to know Krishna better than what we knew Krishna yesterday. So constantly read about Krishna, constantly try to serve Krishna, try to understand his personality. What is he expecting from us? What kind of clothes he likes to wear? What kind of food he likes to eat, right? So understand Krishna's personality. He's not like a stone sitting somewhere. We offer him some food, we offer him some flowers in the morning, then we forget about him the rest of the day. Evening we do something else. It's not that. We constantly engage with Krishna, right? That's the mood of Krishna as well, because he's also engaging with us. He says it's not that just that his devotees think of him all the time and they're trying to serve each other, they're trying to discuss and enlighten each other by talking about it. It's not just that. Even Krishna is constantly thinking about his devotees. There's a very nice pastime. We spoke briefly mentioned about Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya is the one who started the Sankirtana movement. So one of his disciples was Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami were brothers, and the elder of the two was Sanatana Goswami. So these two are one of his more prominent disciples of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this Sanatana Goswami, he used to stay in Vrindavan. And every day he had this practice that he will go around Govardhan every day. Okay. And that practice continued till his old age as well. Every day, though he's got old, his legs are trembling, he's not able to stand straight, his body is gone all shrivel and weak, he's still going around Govardhan. Right? Anyone has visited Govardhan, done a parikrama by foot around Govardhan in this group?
Yes, Mataji, I have done it so many times.
Even I have, Mataji.
Yes.
Yes, Mataji,
Generally,
when
how
Yes,
long does
Mataji,
it
I have
take
also
to...
done one time.
Mataji, 3.5 to 4, minimum
You're
3.5
very
to 4
fast,
hours.
Prabhuji. You're very fast.
I used to
Okay.
go Mataji every month at one point of time.
Okay.
For last 10 years, because of the job, I have to
Yeah.
come out of that place. So now,
Yeah, I can understand the mood because if once I go to Govardhan, I don't want to come back too, but work is always
yes,
calling.
Mataji.
Yes.
But
For
I still
generally
try
for
to go at
me,
least once in a year.
yeah,
Yeah.
nice, Prabhuji. So generally for me, and I would call myself fit, I take about 5 hours, 5.5 hours, and I walk pretty fast. Me and my Prabhu, we walk pretty fast. But little older age group people, they would take about say 7, 8 hours easily. because they have to stop, try, So imagine Sanatan Goswami, he's become so old, weak, and his body is all bent, and he's going around Govardhan. So Krishna is telling him and coming in and telling him, no, Sanatana, you don't have to go every day. You've become old. I'm already pleased with your service. You don't have to do all this physical service anymore. Sanatana will say, okay, I'll not go anymore. But next day, his heart will not stop him. He can't control. His heart is telling him, let's go again. So he's again going for Govardhan Parikrama. So Krishna finally, he brings him a Govardhana Shila and tells him, just walk around the Shila. Do 4 rounds around this small Shila, and it's as good as doing a Parikrama. And from then on, Sanatana used to just do 4 rounds around the Shila, and he used to complete his Govardhana Parikrama. So Krishna, this Shila, by the way, is still there in Radha Damodar temple in Vrindavan. If you go to Loi Bazaar, it's a very famous temple in Loi Bazaar called Radha Damodar temple. So this Shila is still placed in this temple. It's a nice old temple, and there's nice rooms where Prabhupada used to stay. He used to sit and work. He used to write his books, and he used to. There's a window through which he could have darshan of the deities. So all that is very nicely preserved still. So this way we can understand the Lord is it's not just the devotees thinking of the Lord is also thinking about his devotees. And this happened as recent as 500 years from today, back from 500 years ago when Lord Chaitanya was there. So yeah, that's what's the point from the second shloka, is that his devotees are fully devoted to his service and are constantly thinking about him. Let's read the verse 10.
तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं येन मामुपयान्ति ते. 10.10 Purport. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me.
So from this, he's saying he gives the knowledge to his devotees through which they can surrender to Krishna. So that's the third verse of Chatushloki. So Krishna is giving the understanding. Now, we might think of people like Kamsa. They were also thinking of Krishna. They were also 100% Krishna consciousness. Kamsa, Shishupala, they were all thinking of Krishna constantly, but they didn't have love for Krishna. For such people, Krishna will kill them. For others who are worshipping with love, they're worshipping him with love. For them, Krishna gives them the understanding by which they can come to him. So this verse talks about Buddhi Yoga. Okay, what is the right attitude in which to serve the Lord? What is the true intelligence? That's what Krishna is talking about. So the true intelligence by which they can come back to Krishna, that is given by Krishna, right? We are like toddlers. We are trying to take baby steps to reach Krishna's destination. Sometimes we fall, sometimes we crawl, and sometimes the whole path is so tedious that we almost think we should give up, and our single individual effort is not enough to cross this whole material troubles that we go through. It's not enough. Our individual efforts, even if we say that I'm strong, I'll manage, I'll do this and that, sometimes Krishna has to come up and carry us and take us to our destination. That is the ultimate goal. But for devotees who serve him with love, Krishna does that. He carries them. He's giving them the understanding by which it becomes easy to go back to him. Okay, so Dhruva initially, if you remember, he prayed to Krishna for wealth, richness, kingdom. But as he was engaging in 5 months of dhyana, his dhyana became more and more by 5 months. We discussed the story in one of these chapters. But ultimately, after 5 months, when Krishna or Narayana appeared in front of him, he was so awestruck looking at Krishna. And Krishna is saying, no, after your king, Uttanapada, you will be the next king. And Dhruva is saying, no, I don't want the kingdom anymore. I just want to serve you. I just want to keep looking at you. I want to serve your devotees like Narada. And Narayana already knew that his heart had transformed. He had accepted pure bhakti because Krishna had given him that understanding by then. But still, because of his dedication, Krishna not just gave him, made him the next king, but he also became the king of a spiritual planet called Dhruva. And thereon, he also went back with his own original body to that planet as well. He didn't change his body to go to Dhruva planet. After his activities in the material world, he went with the same body back to Dhruva planet. So this is how his position was even higher than that of Brahma. But more than praying to Krishna that I want this, like Dhruva, you gave him this and that, we don't pray in that mood. If Krishna wants, he'll give. If he doesn't want to give, he doesn't give. That's still okay. But we want to continue serving him with love. And Krishna, only when Krishna wants, he will give that understanding to us on why we should serve him with love. Okay. And other way too, once we have served him enough, he will also give us the understanding by which we can go back to him. So this is what Krishna is saying. He's giving us the knowledge. So that is verse 10. Let's go to verse 11.
तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजं तमः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्तो ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता. To show them special mercy, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. So the fourth point is he removes ignorance, all darkness from our heart. So where Krishna is there, Krishna is a Brahma Jyoti himself. How can there be any ignorance? So he removes, as soon as he enters our heart, he gives us the knowledge, and then he removes all the ignorance from within. So not only does he give us Buddhi Yoga, he also removes all ignorance from us. So, or in other words, he removes all the impediments in the path of bhakti by giving us knowledge. So man can go on speculating for several millions of years. And if he's not devoted, and if he's not a lover of the supreme truth, he will never understand Krishna or the supreme truth. Only by devotional service, the supreme truth, which is Krishna, he's going to be pleased only by devotional service. And by this inconceivable energy, he will reveal himself to such devotees. Okay, otherwise he's not bound to reveal himself to anybody else. Only to his true devotees he reveals himself by illuminating their heart, just like the sun. Where the sun is there, cannot be darkness. Where there's Krishna in our heart, there cannot be ignorance. So these 4 shlokas, Krishna is saying how he's the source of everything. Right? In the first verse, he said he's a source of everything. He says his devotees are always thinking about him. They're talking about him. So smaranam, shravanam, kirtanam is all happening, and the devotees are constantly thinking about him in that way. Right? And not just that, it's not just the devotees thinking about him, he is also thinking about his devotees. And to such devotees, he gives intelligence to come closer to him. And finally, in the 4th verse, he's saying he removes all the ignorance in their heart. So this way, the essence of the whole Bhakti Yoga is explained in this 4 Chatushloki Gita. Okay, let's read verse 12 and 13. Anyone wants to try?
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I?
Yes, you may.
I've already read, but I've
Yes.
already read, Mataji.
Yes, you can try, Mataji.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Text 12 and 13. Arjuna Vach. Param Brahma Param Dham Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shashwatam Divyam Adi Devam Ajam Vibhum Ahustvam Rishaya Sarve Devarishi Naradastata Asito Devalo Vyasa Swayam Che Prashime. Translation by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami
Let's
Prabhupada.
just
Prabhupada
try
ki
the
jai.
second verse one more time. The first verse was good, but just the Arjuna Uvacha. It's not Uvach, right? Arjuna Uvacha. That's how,
Uvacha.
yes. And Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham
Purusham
Shashwatam
Shashwatam
Divyam
Divyam
Adi Devam
Adidevam
Ajam
Ajam
Vibhum.
Vibhum
Yes.
Ahustvam Rishaya Sarve Deva Rishi Naradastata
Yes,
Asito Devalo Vyasa Swayam Che Pravishime.
correct. Go ahead.
Translation by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. Arjuna said, "You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. the ultimate abode, the purest, the absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn, the greatest. All the great sages such as Narada, Asita, Devalya, and Vyasa confirmed this truth about you, and now you yourself are declaring it to me. Thank you,
Yes.
Mataji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. So after listening to the Chaturshloki Gita from Krishna, Arjuna is accepting, yes, you're the supreme personality. You hold the highest position in the whole, in the entire creation. So he's using the term Param Brahma. He's acknowledging that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. So Arjuna is acknowledging that Krishna is not an individual soul, he's a supreme soul. Right? He is now glorifying Krishna's supremacy. And he's also confirming through the second verse, verse 13, that it's a known fact that when you want to learn some spiritual knowledge, you need to consult an authorized source. It needs to come from an authorized source. And that source for us is Sadhu and Shastra. Right? So Arjuna is reconfirming that the fact that Krishna is the supreme is confirmed by many, many sages like Narada, Asita, Devala, Vyasa. So many of the sages have confirmed this position about Krishna, right? And now Krishna himself is confirming the same as well. So he is praising Krishna, glorifying Krishna, and confirming his understanding as well, as heard by different sages. Now let's move on to the next verse, verse 19. Who wants to try?
Can I?
Yes, Vidya Mataji.
Shri Bhagavan Vacha Hantate Katayishyami Divyahi Atma Vibhutaya Pradhanyata Pradhanyata Kurushreshta Nastiyanto
Try
Vistrayami.
again. Try again.
Shri Bhagavan Vacha Hantate Katayishyami Divya
Hyatma Divya Hyatma Vibhutyaya
Divya Hyatma Vibhutaya Pradhanyata Kurushreshta
Pradhanyata Kurushreshta Nasti Anto Vistarasya Me. Yes, go ahead.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, yes, I will tell you of my splendorous manifestations, but only of those which are prominent. O Arjuna, for my opulence is limitless. Hare Krishna.
Yes. So Krishna is, so only Krishna can know his true internal potencies, and Arjuna is begging him, he's not satiated. He's telling, tell me more about how you're sustaining, maintaining this whole universe. How are you pervaded in the whole world? How are you maintaining this world? Tell me about your opulence. So he's asking Krishna for more information. And hence Krishna is responding in this way. He's saying, he's going to explain his vibhutis. Vibhutis means opulences. So what kind of opulences? These are as seen in the material world. Okay, so for people in the material world who want to see a form, who wants to worship a form, Krishna is telling how his opulence is represented in the material world. Now, like we said, Krishna is the ultimate of all opulences. He had all kinds of opulences, but he has certain material beings representing his opulences. So he's going to give few examples. He's saying, I'll give just a few prominent examples because his opulence otherwise is limitless. We don't have that kind of time to stop the war and listen to Krishna's opulence completely. But Krishna is saying, for now, I'll give you some prominent ones through which all of us can remember him. And these opulences are called vibhutis. Okay. So here on, we'll not have any verse reading, but these are verses from there on where Krishna is explaining his different verses. So how to understand this opulences that Krishna is explaining? Now, when you love someone, right? Let's say you're in a boy and a girl love someone very deeply, and anything nice you see around you will remind you about that person. Isn't that true? Right? We did this there, that there, or some kind of representation. You kind of remember that person all across, right? So if if you love Krishna, all the opulence you see around you must also remind us of Krishna, right? So Krishna is listing out few of his opulences in this material world and is telling us how to remember him. Okay, now how to understand the word representation. So how to understand when he says, the first example he's giving here is, of all the demigods, I'm Indra. What he means is, Indra is the highest of all the demigods. So the highest form of the demigod, Indra, that is he's represented by Indra among the demigods, right? Similarly, among the 12 Adityas, he is the highest, which is Vishnu, which is none other than the Vamana Rupa. So he is Vishnu. So this way he's listing out various forms of his in material world that represent him. So we'll go through this list one by one. Of course, we have though Krishna has given limited opulence in these verses, we have taken a few selected of those verses as of those examples as well and listed it here. I suggest that when you have the time, you go through the rest of the examples, because there are many more examples that we have not completely listed here. We've just given you a gist of what Krishna has explained, so you understand in summary, in a nutshell, what he means. Okay, so to begin with, he's saying among the demigods, of the 33 crore demigods, he's Indra, who's the king of Swargaloka, right? And of the 12 Adityas, who are Adityas, they're the son of Dithi and Kashyapa. So they have 12 sons, sun S-U-N as well. They represent the 12 sons. It said that during the 12 months of the year, different sons are more prominent. Okay, so this way he's saying of the 12 sons of Aditi and Kashyapa, who are called Adityas, he is Vishnu. And of the 11 Rudras, he is Shiva, who is nothing but the spiritual incarnation. He is the spiritual incarnation of the mode of ignorance in this material world. And he says of the chief military commander for Indra, okay, Kartika is the chief military commander, and Krishna is Kartikeya is representing Krishna among generals. And of the Vasus, he's Agni. Agni is all purifying, so he's representing Agni. Of the Daityas, Prahlada. Though he's born in a demon family, because he's one of the greatest devotee of the Lord, who is a demon as well, he's considered to be the representation of Krishna among the demons. And of the dispensers of law, there are many dispensers of law, right? There are many gods who give punishment to our acts or some misdeeds, but the highest of them is Lord Yamadeva. So he is represented by Yama. And of all creators, he is Brahma. And of all creations, cause of creation, he is Kandarpa. Kandarpa is who? Who's Kandarpa?
Kamadeva.
God of love.
Yes, Manmata. Manmata is Kandarpa. So he's saying any sex desire which leads to pious children, progeny of a pious child, that comes from Krishna. And in that way, he's represented by Kandarpa. So this is way how he defines all the demigods. Then further, he's going to nature. Nature are things that we see every day around us. So he's saying of the sun, which is the main luminary in the sky, the brightest thing that shines in the sky, he is the of the lights, he's the sun, right? So in lights, Krishna is the sun. And of stars, he says he's a moon. Now this is a little confusing, because we just other day mentioned moon is a graha. So why is he saying that moon is a star over here? Because one way of looking at moon is looking at a star is anything that reflects light, right? So anything that reflects light can also be called as a nakshatra. And and we all already know that moon reflects the sun's light. So in that sense, he also can be considered a star, because he reflects light. And also remember that moon is the husband of the 27 nakshatras. Daksha's daughters, or 27 daughters, married Chandradeva, and they are all 27 nakshatras. So in that sense also, he is the master of all nakshatras. So that's how he of the stars, he is the moon. And out of mountains, he is Meru. Meru mountain is one of the we discuss a pastime of Priyavrata, where he goes around Sumeru mountain and he lights whichever side the sun is not on. But also because this is one of the movable mountains, in the sense that it's not really landing on the surface. There's always a gap underneath the Sumeru mountain. Okay, so it's one of the he's represent Meru mountain. Meru represents Krishna among mountains, and among immovable mountains, he's represented by Himalaya. And of water bodies, he's the ocean. And of trees, banyan tree, because banyan tree again is one of the very auspicious trees. Many people in India, especially, they worship these trees. So of trees, he's a banyan. Of river, he is Ganga. Ganga, why? Because remember, Ganga is all purifying. She's not just there in this material universe, but she's there outside our universe as well, in the causal ocean, and she's spread everywhere. So she's purifying everyone. And because of the pastime of her touching Vamana's feet, she continues to be pious and purifying everyone who comes in contact with her. So of the rivers, she is Ganga. And of the months, he is Margarisha. Now, Margarisha is the month that comes right after Kartika. Kartika, we know, happens in October. So this happens around November, December timeframe. And this is also the time where harvesting of grains happen. Okay, so many people are very happy generally because harvesting, it's a good season. Sankranti comes around the same time, or right around this time. And many auspicious events happen during this period of Margarisha. We know of Bhagavad Gita Jayanthi. If you in December, if you're part of the Gita Jayanti celebrations, we know that we read the Bhagavad Gita on that Ekadashi. So that happens during Margarisha. Then gopis, there's a specific puja that there's a Katyayini Vrata that the gopis do, and they pray for Krishna to be their husband. That happened around the same month. And then also the Vaikuntha Ekadashi. So many auspicious event happen around Margarisha. So it's the most auspicious of all the months, and hence Krishna is represented among months, is represented by Margarisha. And then he's saying of seasons, he's represented by springs, which means to say it's not too hot, not too cool, beautiful weather, nice blossoms, everything is flourishing, so everything looks good. So among seasons, he's represented by spring. And he's saying of the sages, of all the sages, he is represented by Vyasadeva. Why Vyasadeva? One, he's a incarnation of Lord in himself. We call him the literary incarnation. He's written all the Vedas, and he's the most important of all sages. So of all the sages, Vyasadeva, that's Krishna is represented by Vyasadeva. And of all the great sages, he's Bhrigu Rishi. So Brahma had many children, and he created several sons for propagation of various kind of species. And among these sons, Bhrigu is the most powerful sages. So he's of all the great sages, he's representing Krishna. And sages among demigod is Narada. We have heard a lot about Narada, his pastimes, and he's considered one among the demigods, and he's also a sage. And among them, it's Narada. And among priests is Brihaspati. Brihaspati is the head spiritual master of the Devatas. So he's represented by Brihaspati. And of the perfected beings, he's Kapila. Kapila gave us the Sankhya Yoga. We briefly introduced it in chapter 2 when we spoke about the relation between body and matter, which is the Sankhya Yoga. So that was given to us by Kapila Muni. So among the perfected beings, he's Kapila. And among the great thinkers, he's Shukracharya. Shukracharya is also called as Ushana. So Shukracharya is the spiritual master of the demons, but he's extremely intelligent, a good strategist, a good thinker. He's able to give guidance to the demons. It said that under his leadership, the demons became so strong that they were able to even conquer the devatas back in the time. So good or bad, the best is representation of the Krishna. So even among the demons, the best thinker, Shukracharya, is a representation of Krishna. Okay, so that's how. Any questions so far? Okay, let's move on. So he's saying among animals, okay, so there are two animals that came during the churning of the during the Samudra Manthana. Which was the mountain used for Samudra Manthana? Anyone knows?
Mandrachal Parvat Mataji.
Yes, Mandachara. So during that churning, two animals came out of the churning. One was a horse called Uchai and another was an elephant called Airavata. Yes, Mataji? Okay, so there was an elephant and a horse. So he's saying those things that came out of the churning of the nectar, he's represented by them, the horse and the elephant, Uchai and Airavata. And of the cows, he's represented by Surabhi. Surabhi is a spiritual cow that is there in a spiritual realm. Okay, it said that Krishna personally herds this cow called Surabhi. So he is represented by Surabhi. And among serpents of all the Nagas, he is Vasuki. And of all the, Vasuki is the king of all the Nagas. So he is represented by Vasuki. And among all the hooded Nagas, he is Ananta. Now remember, even Vasuki is a hooded Naga. So the difference is one represents the king of Nagas and one represents the Ananta, which is a devotee of the Lord. Right? So the Lord is sleeping on him all the time. So he's serving the Lord, praising the Lord. It said that Ananta has thousands of hoods, and in each hood, he's constantly reciting the names of the Lord. And there are so many names and glories of the Lord that even today he's still continuing and the praises are not done. The glorification is not done. So he's continuously chanting the glories of the Lord, but the glories are not done. So he is of all the hooded Nagas, he is Ananta. And of all the fishes, he is the shark, which is the biggest fish in the sea ocean today. And of all the beasts, he is the most ferocious lion. And of all the birds, he is Garuda. Okay, Garuda is Krishna, Vishnu Vahana, and he's constantly serving the Lord. He's keeping the Lord on his back, and as he's flapping his wings, the Sama Veda is continuously recited because of the flapping of his wings. So that is Garuda. And among birds, he's represented by Garuda. Now, of the philosophical truths, he said senses, we have heard how strong the mind is. Right? Mind can be our greatest enemy or the best of friends. He's saying of the senses, he's the mind because that's the strongest sense. And of all the living entities in the heart, he's the super soul, Paramatma. And of the poetries, or the meter that we use to recite different hymns, he's the Gayatri, the specific meter that's called Gayatri, that is him. And of all the letters, he is the Akshara A. A is how the Sanskrit starts with the letter A. So of all the letters, he is the letter A. So no conversation or letters are possible without this single letter A. So he represents the letter A. Look at how much detail he's going to explain his potencies, right? And of compound words, those who are good with grammar might correct me, but what I understand compound words is two words, when they're put together, they become compound words. Okay, like give me an example.
Samasam, Mataji.
Sorry?
We can say samasam. Samasam. Compound
Samasam.
words.
Okay.
Samasam.
Okay, that's okay.
Combining, like parents, no? Mama and daddy, like
Yes,
that.
yes, okay.
Siblings, like
Yes.
brother and
Yes,
like that.
Rama, Lakshmana,
Surya
right?
Chandra.
Yes,
Surya
Surya
Chandra.
Chandra. So two words coming together is compound words.
Yes.
But in the compound words, there's something called as dual compound, where the two words have equal importance, like Rama, Krishna. Both of them are equally important. So among the compound words is the dual compound. Okay. And of science is the spiritual science of self. Anything that defines his knowledge is the best of that is what he represents, a spiritual science. And of all the logicians, he's the conclusive truth. Now, further explaining the Vedas, he's saying of all the vibrations, he is the Omkara. All our mantras start with the letter Om. So of all the mantras, he's the Omkara. Okay. And of all the sacrifices, we heard about different sacrifices being done in different yugas. But he's saying of all the sacrifices, the Sankirtana movement, the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, that is what he represents. Krishna represents the Maha Mantra. And of the Vedas, he's Samaveda. Samaveda, like I just explained, when Garuda flaps his wings, the hymns of Samaveda come out from his wings. So Samaveda is rich with all kind of beautiful songs played by different demigods to praise the Lord. So of all the Vedas, he's Samaveda. And within Samaveda hymns is the Brihat Sama. So Brihat Sama is a specific song that is especially played. It's a very nice song, but it's played especially in the midnight. Okay. And it's he represents that Brihat Sama. So after like this, Krishna, even beyond this, beyond what we have listed in this class today, there are few more examples Krishna has mentioned in this chapter. So I request you to go back to the chapter. Even if you're not able to read the whole purpose, just go through the translation of each verse and familiarize yourself with all the other opulence we may not have brought up in this class. Okay, so after summarizing all his prominent vibhutis, Krishna is finally closing chapter 10 by introducing the Paramatma. He's saying, what is the need, Arjuna, for all these detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. What is this fragment he's talking about? He's talking about the Paramatma. So as the Paramatma, he's within every one of us. It could be Brahma, it could be the smallest of ant. And because of the Paramatma, we are able to sustain in this material universe. And even in his various forms as Karnodakshai Vishnu or Garbhodakshai Vishnu and Shirodakshai Vishnu, he enters each of these forms, the Purusha avatars that we discuss, he enters each of them and he is sustaining the whole creation process as the Paramatma within. So this way he's sustaining the creation, destruction, and everything in between. And he's doing all this just because he's able to, he's seated within us as Paramatma. So Krishna is present everywhere. And all the wonderful, powerful things that we see around us, we must understand is Krishna's opulence. Krishna is not just is not an incarnation. He is the cause of all incarnation, right? He is the original Purusha. He is not just he is not an avatara. He is the cause of all the avatars, the Dashavatars, the Leela avatars, the Avesha avatars, all come from Krishna. And you'll understand all these diverse avatars when you get deeper into Srimad Bhagavatam, right? Here we just give you a mere glimpse into different avatars. But as you understand further, as you read more, so the next level of reading will be reading of Srimad Bhagavatam. So you'll understand Krishna in more deeper understanding as you get into those reading, okay? So this way, by the process of devotional service, we can attempt to understand Krishna. And by looking at all this representation of Krishna around us, we can remember Krishna. So in other words, Krishna is telling us how to remember us while being in the material world. Okay, so before we get to questions, let's quickly summarize chapter 10. So understanding of Krishna, okay, qualification. Krishna said he's giving this knowledge about his vibhutis to Arjuna because why?
Because he's his dear friend.
Dear friend, correct. So that is the qualification to hear about Krishna. And the previous chapter he had said, because Arjuna is not envious, he's giving him the deepest, most confidential knowledge. In this chapter, he's saying, you're my dear friend, and hence I'm giving you understanding of my vibhutis. Then he's defining the Chaturshloki, the 4 shlokas. The first verse is telling what? Verse 8.
Benefit of knowing the Krishna's opulence.
Krishna's
He is the
opulence.
creator.
He is the creator of everything.
Creator.
Everything
material
emanates
and
from him,
spiritual.
right?
Amen.
So in other words, he's giving his opulence, that everything comes from him. And he's also explaining that anyone who knows about that will go back to him. Then what does he define in verse 9?
How he holds all of us within him and how devotees worship Krishna.
He's saying how devotees always are absorbed in him, and he's always carrying them or thinking about his devotees. You're right, Mataji. So in verse 10, what is happening? What is he telling? That he gives the understanding to know him, to come back to him, right? And in verse 11, he says,
He eradicates the ignorance by his
Yes.
special mercy on us.
Yes. So that's a summary of the Chaturshloki. Just go through those 4 verses and familiarize yourself with those as well. So finally, Arjuna is declaring, yes, you're the supreme personality of God, and the great and many great sages have confirmed this. Now, finally, Krishna is explaining so many of his opulences. He's saying, my opulences are unlimited, but I'm going to give a few prominent ones, explain, and this way we can see Krishna everywhere. Right? So with that, we come to the end of chapter 10. Jai, you're feeling happy that you're able to successfully finish your 10th chapter? Summarization, you're able to hear about it. You got a little more knowledge about Krishna today.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, good.
Yes,
Are there any
Mataji.
questions for the day?
Excellent, Mataji. Excellent. No more questions.
Okay,
You covered
good.
everything. You covered everything in part and chapter.
Nice.
Really nice.
There's a
It-
lot to think about and absorb more than to ask questions about today.
Yes, yes. These are details. You just need to absorb yourself, like Vidya Mataji rightly said. Krishna is just giving up to down information. We just need to understand it as it's coming to us. That understanding will come when we come to a state of surrender, maybe, right? But for now, listen to it as Krishna has said that. Eventually, as you get a little better understanding of Krishna, you will say, yeah, this is right. What Krishna is saying, absolutely, this is what exactly it means. Even if you don't understand, just read the verse. Read the verses, you'll get the understanding as you come to it. Okay, and we are always here to
Hare
help
Krishna
you.
Mataji.
Yes,
Hare Krishna Mataji. I have
Jayalakshmi.
one query.
Yeah, yes.
Earlier we said that the demigods are the administrators of Krishna, right?
Delegates, yes.
And here we are saying that Krishna, Vishnu, Shiva, Kartika are Krishna's representation.
Representation.
Okay, so if you worship these gods, will it be equivalent to worshipping Krishna, or it again goes back to that earlier that they are the administrators
These
and
are all administrators. They are able to act in Krishna's service because they are operated by Krishna's energies. Krishna is giving them the energy to do these roles. When Surya is throwing light, he's able to sustain because of the Surya Narayana within him, the Paramatma within him. Right? So the energy of Surya is coming from Krishna. Right? So the earlier logic of praying to Krishna directly and not to the demigods still holds good. Right? But he's saying, if you have to see for me, like if you're drinking water, the taste of water is from Krishna. Right? So you can remember Krishna that way. If you're looking at the sun, you should know that the sun is lit in the sky because of the energy of Krishna.
Right. We
So
have to
that way
consider
you
them as
can,
representation of Krishna. So
yes,
looking at them, we remember Krishna. Okay. Okay.
exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
I just have one small query.
Absolutely.
Mataji, among thinkers, Shukracharya is being represented as
Yes.
right. So now, should we consider only the positive aspect of
No.
Shukracharya because because he always plots against
Yes.
Krishna, right?
Yes.
So how to take
See,
it, like how to understand?
even if you read the other definitions, other opulence, he's saying among cheaters, I'm gambling,
Right.
right?
Okay.
So whatever good, bad, whatever energies are there, it's coming from Krishna, right? So he's taking he's saying Shukracharya is such a strong strategist. He's able to drive demons from here, bottom, to the all the way up to the point that even the devatas are afraid of the demon. He's able to think and strategize his plans so nicely that so that energy to strategize,
okay.
even if it's against the devatas, it's coming from Krishna, because Krishna as Paramatma is inside every one of us. Right? How you use it for Krishna, against Krishna, it's our choice.
Right, Mataji, I got it. Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Just
Hare
one question.
Krishna.
When we talk about Krishna, like he is a like avatar of Vishnu, right? Like the 110 avatar of Vishnu.
Are you
So
saying Krishna is the avatar of Vishnu?
when we tell 10 avatar of Vishnu, like
Dashavatara. No, Krishna is the original. Krishna is the
Okay.
origin. All the other Dashavataras come from him.
Okay, but Mataji, when you told about like all the universe inside like Vishnu, like that time when I'm not able to exactly tell that word. I'm not able to.
Purushavataras, Garbhodakshai Vishnu,
Yeah, Vishnu,
Shirodakshai, okay.
Yeah, so when we tell that Vishnu, so basically Krishna is that all the avatars of Krishna it is, right? Like when we tell Narsimha or Rama.
Yeah, they are all Krishna's avatars. Now, Krishna has different types of avatars as well. I should remember that. So we already know about Dashavataras. That's good and great. Then we have his Leela avatars, where he comes for some time, does some Leela and goes back, like Dattatreya, or we can speak about Buddha, or we can speak of Lord Chaitanya. They come for some time, do some Leelas, go back, right? Then we have Purushavataras, whereas expansion in energy of Krishna. Right? So they come as Karanodakshai Vishnu, Garbhodakshai Vishnu, and they come as Shirodakshai Vishnu, and they are expanding Krishna's creation in those forms. So they are also representation of Krishna. And then we have Guna avatars, as Vishnu, Brahma, Shiva. These are Guna avatars of Krishna. Right? So like this, there are many, many avatars. And then all the Manus, Manvantara avatars, all the Manus are also expansion of Krishna. So like this, there are many type of avatars, but all of them come from Krishna. Krishna is origin. Yes.
When we tell Lord Hanuman, Lord Ganesha, so they are demigod or?
They are all demigods. Hanuman, you said, right? Any other gods?
Hanuman or Ganesha
Yes,
or
all
Swami Ayyappa,
demigods.
Kartik ji, then all are
yes, all
demigods.
demigods. Krishna is only God, supreme God. Anybody who comes in the further down are demigods.
And Shiva, Lord, when we talks about Lord Shiva, so he's a Krishna is only Lord Shiva, right? Or
okay. So there are two aspects of Krishna, of Shiva. One is the spiritual Sadashiva. Okay.
Yes.
Sadashiva is spiritual completely. After Brahma Loka, Brahma and Loka and all the 14 planets are part of material creation. After Brahma Loka is Shiva Loka. Okay, here Sadashiva is, he's part of the original spiritual creation. He's part of the original spiritual creation. Okay, and he is no different from Krishna himself. It said that Krishna is milk and Shiva is curd in that sense. They all come from milk, but little difference in character. But from Brahma, once Brahma is created, when Brahma was angry, from his head, Rudras came. 11 Rudras came. right?
Yeah.
That Rudra, one of them is representation of our ignorance, the mode of ignorance.
Okay.
Right? It's a lot of deep science into that. It's a topic that can go on its own for one full class if we have to. But for now, understand that there is a spiritual Shiva who is as good as Krishna himself. He's also part of the spiritual. It's said that if Krishna has 100% of the qualities, this Sada Shiva has about 84 set of qualities that Krishna overall has.
Okay.
Right? He's almost as good, but not that perfect. And hence the comparison between milk and curd. But within material, there's 11 Rudras that comes from Brahma. And hence he's also called the son of Brahma.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna.
Hare
Okay,
Krishna.
is Praveen Sharma Prabhu here?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, you had put some questions on the survey. I'm
Yes,
just
Mataji.
trying to bring it up. Give me a second.
Mataji, you posted in the chat also,
Yes,
I
I
guess.
was trying to bring it up. All the other answers are clear. Anjali Mataji, you're okay with the responses I shared? Okay, Praveen Prabhu, your question is how to practice or develop forgiveness. How to
Yes.
practice and develop
Yes, Mataji.
forgiveness. Did you listen to my response to how to be calm in all situations? Yesterday's response?
Not
Do you
sure,
remember
Mataji.
any of that discussion on how to stay calm? I
No, I
mentioned
think
about
I missed the initial session, I guess. I'm not
no,
sure.
it was listen to that discussion as well. It comes in the last 5 minutes of yesterday's call. So
Okay.
we spoke about why we feel unrest, right? Why are we feeling agitated? Because we are feeling we're the center of our world, right? Krishna is sending us to the material world. We should remember that. Why we should not be in that mood? Because Krishna, when he's defining pure devotees, he's saying one should be patient, tolerant, calm, not get agitated, whether it's heat, cold, bad weather. These things keep changing, like seasons change, and sometimes it's raining, sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's very cold. Like that, the situations around us can keep changing. Right? Sometimes we are angry, sometimes we are happy, sometimes we feel honored, dishonored. But he's saying a devotee should not be affected by such things. But what does he really mean? Is it an impractical thing that he's saying? How can we not be affected? Someone is offending you, someone just hit your car and shouted bad words at you, and he's walked away. How you don't feel offended? Now we need to understand, when it comes to forgiveness, calmness have given a certain answer yesterday on how we should be able to, like Hanuman, when he was crossing that ocean, one demon, Rakshasi, I forget her name now, she said, okay, you have to enter my
Sursha, I
mouth.
guess. Sursa Rakshasi, I guess.
Sorry,
Sursha.
Surasa, maybe.
Sirsa.
Is it? Yeah, one of them. Sirsa, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
But Hanuman did not dilly-dally. She became big, he became bigger. Then again, she grew even bigger. He didn't waste time, spending time trying to prove his worth and power to somebody who's delaying his service to the Lord. He became so tiny that he's quickly entered a mouth and came out. He said, my business is over here. I need to go serve the Lord. Right? Our mood when we are devotees of the Lord, remember this small things will keep happening. How long will you keep fighting with people? How far will you say, okay, this is the biggest priority. This person has hurt my sentiments. I need to handle him well now. Otherwise, I'll not get sleep. If we are constantly in that mood, Maya or Prakriti will give us enough chances to be distracted from Krishna. Forgiveness is a very tricky topic. Forgiveness is not for them. We need to forgive them for our own peace. Right? If we don't forgive them, you're getting trapped in the cycle of reactions. You see that? They said something, you're angry, you're reciprocating, and that creates a cycle of reaction. And then because of that reaction, because what you're facing today is not an isolated incident. Maybe you have insulted someone or said some rude words to someone. You're seeing the reaction of this in this life or from your previous life. Whatever you're seeing the reaction of it right now, you have to face these reactions. If you somehow it doesn't come to you this life, you have to live another life to live that reaction. So as devotees, you should be very, conscious that this might be happening because of your past karma, right? So it's good for you to forgive and move on and stop that cycle of reaction, right? But we are humans, of course. It's very natural that we can't be saints. People might take us for doormats then, right? This person is easy to run over. Why not just trample him and move on? This can happen very often. Office setup, a lot of politics goes on. And if you're this silent person, then there's a nice pastime of Narada. Narada was once passing through a village, and the villagers complained about this big snake in the forest. It was scaring everyone, threatening everyone. So everyone was very scared to enter the forest. They said, "Can you please preach to the snake?" Because he's constantly threatening everyone. So Narada goes to this snake. He's a big giant snake. And looking at Narada says, "Well, you don't have to behave like this. You try to be calm, be passionate, be compassionate people. All of us will live together." If you're, he preached very nicely to the snake. The hearing Narada, who is not impressed, even the snake got impressed. He said, "Okay, henceforth I will not strike anyone. I'll be very peaceful and calm." So after this, it said that the villagers, whenever they try to pass through the jungle, the snake will stay very calm. It will not react. It will, and looking at this snake, giant snake, which is not reacting, very calmly, it's sitting and meditating in one corner. Now people started throwing stones on the snake, such that even if people are throwing stones and the snake is bleeding, the snake is not reacting. It's still sitting and being pious. So next time Narada passed through the jungle, he saw this bleeding snake. He asked, "What happened? Last time you were threatening everyone, and now you are all in this state, in the lying bleeding. What happened?" So he said, "You said don't threaten anyone, don't be violent. So I'm following Ahimsa Vada now." Right? So he said, so Narada said, "Yes, I told you not to be violent, but you have a hood. You are given certain skills by the Lord. It's not that you shouldn't defend yourself. You can always open your hood and threaten people. That way they'll not attack you, right? You don't have to, so defending yourself is a skill that the Lord has given you naturally. You don't have to be a doormat to everyone, right? The Lord has given you skills of intelligence. He's given you skills of being able to talk and talk intelligently, not rashly, not be, abusive, reactive. It's best that when the situation is very dynamic, where many things are going on, it's best that it's like water, muddy water. If you let it sit for some time, the sand settles the situation. So whenever you have to react to a situation, don't just instantly react. Respond in time. Give it some time. Let the situation settle. See how, think about your response and then react, right? So your skills of, like, for example, if Pandavas, right? People might say, why did they have to fight, right? They could have, because Krishna is, they have the skills to fight. They are, it's okay to defend themselves, right? But they do it for the service of Krishna. That's the incense. Like even later when Ashwatthama killed all Pandavas' sons, Draupadi said, no, it's okay. Let go of Ashwatthama. She will forgave them. But before that, she said, no, the Kauravas have to be killed, because she was then at first point serving Krishna. Now that serving Krishna is done, she's saying, okay, I'm ready to forgive. So the forgiveness should be such that it is for Krishna. If it's not, if it's blocking your Krishna consciousness, it's better you forgive and move on. If it's giving you a peace of mind to justify the situation, so things have happened in the past, you can't do anything about it. Think of it as your karma. You have done something, but in future, if something happens, use your skill to defend yourself, not attack and be reactive. Okay, is that okay for
Thank you,
response?
Mataji. Yeah, thank you, Mataji. So the only thing I want to add, basically, I never, I'm not reactive, but sometime it is stuck in my mind. The
Yes.
thing and then it takes time to
Yes.
focus on the other thing, because that thing disturbs you sometimes.
Yeah, because it's all, remember, it's your reactions to your past actions. You have done this to someone, and that is causing disturbance in your mind, right? That disturbance is a material world attribute. Anybody who is in the material world will go through some kind of disturbance. It's a given. It will happen to everybody, right? Even if it's the most silliest thing, it might give you sleepless night, but that's how material world is. That's how you need to be more objective towards Krishna consciousness. This is not something you want to deal on, think on for too long. If it's not something that you can control, you can defend, as well leave it to Krishna and move on.
Sure. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
That piece of advice. Thank you.
Okay, we'll end the call for today. Hare Krishna. As a weekend, there's no classes, Saturday and Sunday. So on Monday, 7 p.m., we'll come back together to discuss chapter 11. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnebhyo namo namaha.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam.
Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat pranam.
Thank you for very such a wonderful session.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Thank you,
Mataji, Dandavat
Dandavat pranam. Jai.
Krishna Mataji, thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. I'm closing the call for everyone. Thank you for joining. See you on Monday.